Hello, my Luna loves. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing fabulous wherever and whenever you are watching this. Today's pick a card reading, we are diving into what makes you attractive, and I am super excited to do this one. I think this is super fun. So without further ado, this is pile 1 with this little golden feather, I don't know, charm, pendant, whatever you want to call it. This is pile 2 with this charm. Kind of looks like a little tiara to me, or I don't know. It looks kind of like mermaid-esque. And then I have pile 3 with this tree of life pendant that's super special to me. My sister got it for me and I love it so much. And then pile 4 with this silver feather. Alright, so if you need a little bit of time to decide, feel free to pause the video. By now, if you guys have been doing this for a while, you should know the drill. But sometimes more than one pile can call to you, especially in a video like tonight. So if more than one pile calls to you, feel free to explore multiple ones. As always, this is set with the intention to be timeless, so whenever you watch this, it applies to you. It's general. Please take what resonates, and remember, this is what other people perceive you as. So it's what people find attractive about you. Okay? Alright, and I will have timestamps linked in the description box so that you can jump right into your reading once you pick your pile. And I did want to mention I am still doing private readings, and the information is also linked in the description box. So if interested, email me. Let's get into it. Hi, pile 1. If you chose this pile, this one is for you. Alright, so we have Hermits. There is a glare. I do apologize. Let me see if I can fix that. Nope, can't fix that. Bummer. Alright, well, trust me, it says Hermit. We have Hero and Heroine. We have Hedonist. Mediator. Alright, so let's just stop there. So what people find you attractive is that you're not the type of person to go, you're not like, oh, look at me, okay? You very much keep to yourself, and the things that people find attractive about you, you're not flamboyant, okay? So you're alluring in a silent type of way. Almost want to say you're mysterious, almost. So it says, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. So you do have this air of mystery about you. Hero and heroine, passion for a journey of personal empowerment. So you may have, there's this personal power that you hold within you. Like I said, you're like the quiet, silent type. You're not the type of person, you inspire other people by just being who you are and standing in your own power. In here, it even says inspires here. Inspires creativity, energy to embrace the good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. So yeah, you pretty much just kind of exude this charisma, exude this confidence, and it's not a very showy type of energy. It's more just this quiet, silent type that people just are drawn to you in some way. And also, you enjoy the simple pleasures in life, and you like to indulge in those things. And I think that a lot of people who maybe maybe they stress too much, or they focus too much on working too hard, or focusing on the external worries that is life, they can appreciate about you that you take time to play as well. You're not, that you find a good balance, and you make sure that you take the time to take care of yourself as well, and other people notice that about you. We also have mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life, respect for both sides of the argument. So you have great perspective. You can see all sides of things. And I almost feel like that makes you wise in some way. You have this wisdom about you. You're very optimistic here with the endless possibilities. Into me, I think you can be a vulnerable person. We have number 38 and number 8. We also have Unikite answered prayers. All of your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. I think maybe because you trust so much in the universe, you are vulnerable, you have this optimistic nature about you that everything's just going to work out. And maybe it's just because you trust in the universe, you trust in the divine, that everything will be okay, that makes things come a little bit easier to you, and that makes people attracted to you. I'm seeing a lot of green right now for some reason. So maybe even financially, somehow things always seem to work out in your favor. Even if you feel like you don't always have all of the money, maybe you do. Maybe you're somebody who always has money. But I do feel like even if you don't, somehow, some way, things always end up working for you. You figure it out. You figure out a way for it to come to you. And I think that's because you do believe in the divine. You do believe that your prayers are going to be answered. I think that you are actually a supportive person as well, because it says something here about support. But there's something here about you that just exudes this abundance, exudes this confidence. We have ready to love again, Tanzanite. You've healed from the past enough to open your heart to new love. So I think that you maybe been through a lot. And maybe you have this hero, heroine type of personality where, and maybe you had that, like, almost that rescuer archetype where you felt like you needed to be there for other people in the past. Maybe be that mediator, maybe be that person that kind of had to just be that support system, for other people. But I think that kind of put you in a position where it could have been to your detriment. But I think it's also taught you a lot of lessons. Like I said, I do feel like this pile is wise. And I think it's not this innate wisdom. I think it's a wisdom that's come from learned experiences. And it says you've healed a lot from the past. So like I said, I do feel like there's been a lot that's happened in your life that's made you into who you are now. And I think that there are people out there that see and they seek the wisdom that you hold. We also have your life is a canvas. I think that also, since I'm getting a lot of text right now, I think that like I said, people seek your wisdom, people seek your attention. You may be someone that you don't necessarily, because you're a hermit, you may not necessarily try to talk to people. You may not necessarily be the one that kind of goes and seeks the attention of other people, like I said, but I think that people seek the attention of you. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative, accountability. So yeah, there's a lot of manifestation of here, abundant mindset here. You may be a creative yourself. You may be some type of artist. But I also see this as you make life what you want. Because of what you've been through, you've seen that it's pretty much up to you. And you rely on yourself to make life what you want it to be. With your life as a canvas. We also have Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. You are a grounded person. I think that helps with your perspective that you have. I think that your ancestors are supporting you, and not only that, this isn't if you believe in past lives, this is not your first experience on Earth. And like I said, there's just this wisdom that you hold here with the Star Keeper. You could also be a star seed yourself. Let's get some tarot. There's a very creative energy here within this group. Lots of creative. So you could be crafty, you can be artistic, you could be a writer, you could be a journalist, you could be a artist. I may have already said that word before, but there's a lot of creatives here. A lot within the mind. A lot. I think you get a lot of inspiration as well. Intellect here with the King of Swords, a truth seeker. Like I said, people seek your knowledge, they seek your wisdom, they seek your intellect. And because of this hedonist archetype, like I said, right there's this creative energy. You have that spark, you have that potential here, this raw power here. This is such a fiery energy, passionate as well. I think that people actually are attracted to you because you may actually be someone who's extremely beautiful as well. You know, male, female, masculine, feminine, whatever it is, however you identify, you are super attractive to people. And you just have this element, this essence about you that's just in alignment with everything. It's like you are aligned, you are happy, you are in harmony. They adore you, they appreciate you, they celebrate you. You're just recognized publicly, like I said. And I don't think that it's something that you necessarily seek the attention for. I think it's just something that naturally comes to you. Honestly, you may have a lot of admirers. You are stable and secure. You're down to earth. You're nurturing. And I think that it's just like this. Yeah, I'm just getting like this one with the earth, one with nature. You are just this wise soul. Like I said, this is not your first, incarnation here on this earth. You've been here before. You've done this before. You've been through a lot. The Ten of Wands indicates a lot of responsibility, that you've experienced stress, burden, heaviness in the past, that you've had to close chapters and start anew many times in your life. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't let you, it doesn't get you down here with the Page of Wands. You still remain that free spirit. You still are constantly on this road and this journey to self-discovery and wanting to explore and wanting to learn more. And even it almost looks like to me that this page has a wand wanting to create magic, or a paintbrush in their hands. And so there's definitely a lot of creative energy here. Anything else for pile 1? Let's see if anything else comes out for you guys. Oh. Okay, so you are, you might be a romantic. This may be from the people who you have a romantic connection with. There's this air about you. Yeah, you're very charming. There's this charismatic energy about you that people find very alluring. Like I said, you might have a lot of admirers, secret or some that you know about. I think that there may be more people that are attracted to you than maybe you are to them. You just have a lot of suitors, a lot of people who are maybe just kind of pining for your attention. With the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and you are curious, people see that about you. With the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck, you may have long-standing friendships, or maybe when people meet you for the first time, you feel very inviting and familiar to them, and they're just very drawn to that. They feel very good around you. Let's see. I am going to do some charms. Let me grab those. I think that people just trust in you. They just have this, like I said, with the Six of Cups, there's just like this innate feeling to, like, they just feel like they can just trust in you automatically. There's just something familiar about you where they just feel like they can just be vulnerable with you. And that you, maybe because you express yourself in a way where you can be vulnerable and they feel like they can let their guard down or something like that. But yeah, you pile 1 are definitely a pile that has unlimited potential here. Alright, so let me see if I can get any more information here for you with my charms. What makes pile 1 attractive, Spirit? What makes pile 1 attractive to other people? Okay. Yeah, curiosity. You are a curious person. Your mind. That's a lot like that Page of Swords here. This is that curiosity. I'm almost viewing it like they want to get to know you, but maybe you keep people at a distance, but that's that air of mystery about you. Like the cactus, they have this protective shell, but also you're really adaptable. You can adapt in any situation. Maybe you're flexible. You can basically thrive in any situation and get along with any type of people. I feel like with this square, I know it seems kind of like the opposite because there's a square here, but I feel like you're not a square. You don't fit yourself into a box. And I think it also means you see all sides to a situation. Ooh, you might be a heartbreaker. With that Knight of Cups, like I said, I think a lot of people adore you, but I think also this means that you've been through a lot. I just see like intuitive wisdom, trusting in the divine, and just being super curious. You give people peace, I think. Is that anywhere in here? No. But yeah, I feel like you give people a lot of peace. I think that's a dove. Yeah. Maybe you light the way. You give people guidance. Maybe give people advice. There's definitely uniqueness about you. And like I said, messages coming in, I feel like people are constantly trying to reach out to you and get in contact with you with the plane. That's how I view it. It's like traveling. Maybe you like to travel. Maybe you've traveled a lot and people feel like you are, well-rounded and like is it cultured? I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. But basically, like I said, you don't fit yourself into a box. You know about all the different cultures and like all around the world, and you are very progressive. You want to just explore all the different things that the world has to offer, and you're not going to sit here and just like you don't want to just be raised in one specific area of one specific corner of the world and call it your life. You want to make sure that you explore, like I said, and expand your mind and grow. But I do think here with the rabbit, there's a purity about you for sure with the snowflake and with the rabbit, the color of the rabbit, but there's a sex appeal about you. There just is. With the candle, with the heartbreaker, with the rabbit, I'm just going to leave it at that. There's definitely a sex appeal about you that draws people in for sure. Maybe it's that indulging quality, that Knight of Cups energy, that Ace of Wands energy, but yep, that's what I got. So that is where I'm going to leave it, pile 1. I hope that you enjoyed it. And yeah, please let me know in the comments how it resonated for you. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye! Hi, pile 2. If you chose this pile, you chose this little guy right here. So let's get into it. Alright, so we have Shapeshifter, Liberator, Mystic, and Guide. Alright, so we have a skill at navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see potential in everything, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns, Revels in intimate union with the divine, represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. So I definitely feel as though you are a guide. You could be, and okay, so there is mystic, guide, shapeshifter, coming together in all levels of consciousness. You could be um, uh, tapping into your psychic abilities in some way. So people may view you as mysterious, connected to the divine. You could be a tarot reader, you could be an oracle reader, you could do some type of energy work, crystal healing, something along those lines. I definitely feel like people see you as otherworldly, esoteric, ethereal. They see you as like very witchy. There's something about you where people just know you are connected to something higher and more tapped in that way. With this liberator, I feel like you're a cycle breaker as well. You're trying to release negative thought patterns. You're trying to release people from conditioned and like learned behavior from the system set in place for them. You're trying to help expand their mind and have a more progressive approach and understanding that just because this is how they were brought up or this is behavior that was taught to them or ways that they have always been doesn't necessarily mean how things continue to need to go. So definitely a cycle breaker. I feel like you just see all sides to everything with the ability to see the potential in everything. I feel like there is a level of optimism within you, and I think because of that, there is something here too that you have the flexibility to, because of its shapeshifter, I feel like you have the flexibility to kind of fit in with all different walks of life as well. Um, but to see the potential in everything, it gives you this optimistic side, and I think it's because you do want to trust in the divine. I think you have a higher knowing. You're like kind of like that high priestess card in tarot. You trust in your inner self and your connection to the divine, and I think that gives you an inner peace and it allows you to have that sense of optimism. We also have the royal you, call it the muse. I think there is something very alluring about you that is inspiring to other people, and in a way that's mystical, in a way that makes you not inspiring to make people follow the path that they want, but you are the inspiration. You are the muse. You are what, you're not the cause of, how am I supposed to, you're not what kind of sets this in motion. You are the reason that they create. You are the muse. So I think there's just something so, like I said, otherworldly about you that people want to write songs about you. People, with their connection with you, they want to write poetry about you. They want to write books about you. They want to make music about you. They want to dance about you. You just create this, like, it ignites this flame, this passion, this inspiration within them that makes, you're what they write love songs about. Like, there's just something so amazing about you. That's what I'm getting. And the royal you is so crazy because I do view this like almost like a tiara or a crown. And the fact that the royal you came out was just, so perfect, so amazing. And the royal you is just about your sovereignty, like you being so, it just, I just view you as queen. Like, even if you're masculine, you are king. You are royalty, okay? And this card also indicates you having a quiet sense of empowerment and you being self-aware. And you not letting outside influences make you in, or making you out of alignment with your own truth. So basically you stand your ground with whatever it is that you believe in. You stand with your convictions. But yeah, there's just this sense of empowerment with you. It's just like, you just, like I said, you just have this inner knowing. It's just like this intuitive, like, higher power, but you are mysterious as hell. Alright, so we also have be gentle with yourself and progress, not perfection. So you've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. Do not compare yourself to others or judge yourself. So you are one that's confident within yourself. You don't compare yourself to other people. You don't judge yourself. You love who you are. You are gentle with yourself. You understand that what you have been through, you appreciate what you've been through as well, and you say thank you to my past self. You say thank you, past self, for what I have been through, because it has made me who I am. You've allowed yourself to heal. You've allowed yourself to recover from those things. It's like you have this appreciation and you love the past you, the current you, the future you, and your higher self. And I think that's what people love about you, because they see these qualities about you and they're just like I feel like I see the jaw dropping. I feel like people just look at you and with such admiration that they're just, what the heck? So maybe you don't see these things about yourself, or maybe you're sitting thinking, damn, this is so on point. But if you don't see these things about yourself, just know that this is general, but also this is how other people perceive you, that you are this magical being. Like, I'm almost viewing you as this unicorn. You are just so amazing. We also have you're not alone. So you do have this community around you. You have this support system. The people who love you are there till the end. So there are people in your life that come into your life. I feel like you have friends and you have family and you have the people in your life that love you that aren't going anywhere. You may have had some people fall away, and that's fine because your frequency has changed. It has elevated, and they wanted to stay where they were at and they did not want to elevate with you, and that's totally fine. But the people that love you, truly deeply love who you are, they will not leave you ever. I feel like you're the kind of person who really doesn't have people come in and out of their life, the ones that you love and that are close to you. You have close friends, and those are lifelong friends. There's this community that you just, it's just your support system, and you are one of the few people I feel like there's just like not many people that get that. You have those best friends, you have those close friends, you have those people in your life that just get you and love you and would do anything for you. And I'm viewing it mostly as friends, but I think family too. I think that you have good people in your life that are family. But regardless whether it's family or friends or whoever, you know who those people are and you know they'd have your back no matter what. We also have perspective. So you have this perspective. You have the ability to say, wait, what's going on? Let me zoom out. Let me get a different view. Let me figure out what's going on and figure out a solution to this. And you have the ability to really grasp that we are this tiny little fleck, this tiny little speck on the entire earth, and that there is this whole grand scheme, this whole universe, and if we zoom all the way out, we realize like how small our problems really are. And you're able to gain that perspective, and not only that, but for yourself, but for other people. And so I think that you help other people in that way as well. We also have a messenger. You bring in harmony and you bring in balance to other people's lives, and this is what makes you attractive. People want to be around you. People want, you bring this message to people, and you bring in this harmony, you bring in this balance, you bring in this patience, you bring in this purpose. And it's like when people are around you, they feel like all is okay. Everything will be okay. And when all their world is falling to pieces, everything is chaotic, everything's falling apart, they're having that tower moment, and shit has hit the fan, they can come to you and just tell you like everything that's going on. And even if they didn't need advice or anything like that, just you have this gentleness about you that you just say, you know, come here, come here. Let me give you a hug, whether that's a verbal or whether that's an actual hug from you. There's just something about you that brings them this peace. Okay? You're the kind of person who just has this warmth about you. You hold out your hands, you're gentle with yourself, you're gentle with other people. You have this healing energy. And there's just something very, very healing about you. And that is so attractive to other people. Let's get some tarot here. There's this something ancient about you, I think. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you were king or queen or something like that in the past. 7 of Cups here. Yep, past lives here with the 6 of Cups. So I feel like, that was so funny. I literally just said in the past. So I feel like you definitely have been here before. You've been incarnated on the earth multiple times, many times. This may even be your last time on earth. Seven of Cups, I feel like with that, you're more in the spiritual realm, the astral realm, the 5th dimension than you are here, grounded. I think that you spend a lot of time meditating, a lot of time doing, working with your guides, working with your spiritual team, working with your ancestors, working, you know, I mean, you are here in 3D, of course, but I feel like you spend a lot of time kind of in your, you know, crown chakra, 3rd eye, like up here, like not so much in your root, you know, not so much in the grounded state. You're very much like up in your mind a lot more with the 7 of Cups. Page of Cups. So messenger for sure. You are a messenger. You are here to deliver messages to people. Like I said, you may be a tarot reader. You may be an oracle reader. There is something about you that speaks messages to people, okay? You are here to channel messages to other people. Hear me when I say you are a messenger. You are here to speak knowledge into other people, okay? Especially when they are feeling isolated and alone. Especially, oh, I lost my voice there for a minute. Isolation here, especially when they're feeling isolated and alone, lonely, when they're feeling spiritually in poverty, when they're feeling financially in poverty, when they're feeling emotionally in poverty, whatever it is, when they're feeling like very lonely, you're here to speak messages to them. When they're feeling burdened, stressed, like a heavy weight is on them, when they're feeling like they have too much responsibility, when they feel like they're carrying too much on their shoulders, you're here to speak messages to them. When they're not being their authentic and true self, you're here to speak messages to them. When they're being deceptive to themselves or to other people, you're here to speak messages to them. Anything else for pile 2 spirit? Anything else? What makes them attractive? Alright, so a messenger in regards to, yeah, when things feel heavy, when they feel betrayed, when they feel like things are at an ending, when they feel at a loss, when they need to put things in the past and move forward. This is a necessary rite of passage, maybe regretful, but when they need to, let go of things that are no longer serving them. So you could be a counselor of some sort, a therapist of some sort, but regardless, I feel you are a healer. I feel like you speak knowledge and wisdom and truth. And definitely something to do with chakras, something to do with, yeah, there's just this healing energy here. I see this as a form of meditation. They definitely see you as this, like, ethereal type of energy. You connect with the divine, like, absolutely 100%. Is there anything else coming through? I think that is it for the cards, but I do want to do some charms for you guys. So let's see. What makes... Oh, here we go. I did forgot to tell you guys the bottom of the deck. Alright, so we do have Hierophant. So this is about spirituality, this is about religion, beliefs, value systems, who you identify, how you identify. I also view them kind of doing yoga, so I see like meditation, yoga, that kind of thing. That may be a practice that you do. And then I also saw the Empress here at the bottom of the deck. So again, this is divine goddess energy, this is growth, this is fertility, femininity. You are super beautiful. Like, you are gorgeous. So if you're masculine, you are just very alluring, handsome, charming. But this also indicates abundance and growth. I think you help people grow as well. That makes you, but you're just one with nature, one with the earth, one with Mother Nature. I just feel like people are drawn to you because they just see this innate wisdom within you. Alright, so Spirit, what makes Kyle too attractive? Alright. You're optimistic. Did I say optimistic? Yeah, I did say optimistic earlier. You have this optimism about you. And this is also Sagittarius. So in case we have belief. You have a belief in you. You have a belief system. The divine here. What have I been saying? Alright. I literally said you guys are a unicorn. I said you guys are a unicorn. That's so cool. Alright, and I said that you guys are like otherworldly. And I view that with like Alice in Wonderland. She kind of goes into another world. So that's pretty cool. I'm trying to remember the symbolic meanings here. I do feel like you want to do what's best for other people. You're trying to help other people, even if they don't realize it's what's best for them with the dragonfly, that you are trying to lead them and guide them and help keep them safe. We also have the rocking horse, and I feel like with this, the rocking horse, I see it as like innocence. Maybe you're trying to protect innocence. I see it as like a childlike quality. So maybe even though you do have this wisdom within you, maybe people see you as also, you view people like with so much love that you do have this innocence about you, and people are drawn to that as well. You hang the stars in the moon, and I just see this very like cosmic, right? So it's just kind of going in line a lot like what I said. When you, like I said, when people love you, like, you kind of get to people's heart like an arrow, and you just kind of shoot them right through the heart. So it's just like once you've got them, and it's forever. This says just for you. This star says just for you. So I think that's along the lines of when you've got them, you got them. Kind of what I was talking about, when people, you kind of like got them on, you know, not wrapped around your finger, but I just feel like once they're in your life forever. And And I'm almost viewing this as from your significant other as well. So if you guys are in a relationship, they feel like what makes you guys attractive is that you guys were just made for each other. Just for you. Alright, and then we also have this little seahorse, and this is faithfulness. This is having faith that everything is going to work out. Alright, so that is what I have for you, pile 2. If this resonated, please let me know in the comments below. Please like this video if you did, and if you are new to the channel, please subscribe. That would be great. And I will see you guys next time. Bye! Hi, pile 3. If you chose this pile, you chose my favorite little charm here. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so we have Martyr, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause. We have Knight, loyalty, romance, and chivalry. We have Prince, romantic charm and potential for power. Alchemist, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. So I think you are magical, pile 3. I think you, like, you possess this, like, ability to create this chemistry. I think you are very, very magnetic, very alluring. I think that people want to be your boo. No, I mean, if they're not, like, sexually attracted to you, I think that they just want to be your best friend because you're super charming, okay? You also have this, like, chivalrous nature about you. You're loyal to a fault. You are honorable as well, but you have this, like, romanticness about you, and people are just drawn to that, okay? I do feel like you're pretty wise as well. I wonder if, like, with this alchemist card, if, like, you guys are, I don't know, you could be scientists, you could be bartenders. I'm just, like, thinking of all the jobs you could be with, like, the alchemy card. But there's just, like, seriously this chemistry and this magnetism that you guys carry about you. And I do feel like you guys are people of service as well. I think you just want to help other people without even really thinking about yourself. You're very selfless. I always want to say selfish. I'm sorry, guys. Every single time I try to say the word selfless, I always end up saying selfish. That's not what I mean. You guys are altruistic, okay? But yeah, you got that charisma. You got that charm. There's this magic to you. We also have in perfect harmony, let it go, and Roots of Abundance. And let me just tell you, when I saw Roots of Abundance come out, because I actually saw this in my mind before it actually came out, I screamed. I wish I was recording when I was pulling these cards, because this is the Tree of Life. And when I was shuffling, I was like, I wonder if Roots of Abundance is going to come out. And then I saw this in my mind, and then it flipped out, and I was freaking out because I was like, that is the coolest thing ever. So I do feel like you guys are hella grounded people. And I think that's why people see you as honorable and loyal, because you're just this grounded type of energy with the Roots of Abundance. And I do feel like you are able to draw abundance to you because of that. I think all of the piles so far, they've had their own wisdom within them, but it's like a different kind of wisdom. Yours runs deep. It's not learned wisdom like pile 1. It's not innate wisdom like pile 2. It's like passed down wisdom from, like, your ancestors or something. Like deep roots, right? Like it's been passed down through divine downloads. Not not learned from this life, not because you've had a lot of past lives, but because your ancestors or something has passed it down from you, or it's from your roots, from like the people that have taught you things or something along those lines. Not from your own experiences, if that makes sense. But I feel like people can trust you. They feel like they can trust you. You are stable, you are secure, and that makes them trust you even more. You have this like harmony and balance and just like have stability about you. This like essence of this togetherness, and you actually are really, when it comes to like relationships, friendships, partnerships, like anything in your life, you are committed. You're a good collaborator, but you also are independent with your own self. I think when I think of in perfect harmony too, I think you have a really good ear. You're really good. You maybe actually, if you tapped into your psychic ability, maybe clairaudient as well. You have great like attunement for sound. What word am I looking for? You just have this affinity for sound, okay? And I also see number 11 as well, which reduces to 2. So you have 2 2s here, and you have a 6, number 24. So those numbers might be of significance, but also number 11 can also mean something to you guys. But music may be important to you, and if you're any kind of musician or something along those lines, people may be drawn to you because of your singing or your dancing or the music that you make or anything that has to do with sound. Yeah, I'm getting those messages. But I also feel like people, when they talk to you or when they're in your presence, you give them your undivided attention. And they really like that. They feel like they're special when they're around you. They feel like you make them feel special. I think you're a really forgiving person. And it's pretty funny too, because this card actually means shedding the role of the eternal martyr, and this actually says martyr here. So what I feel like is, even though you have a serving heart, you understand that what it means is that you have to set your boundaries, right? So you want to serve and you want to be altruistic, you want to be selfless, but you understand that you need to have boundaries as well. And with the let it go, I think that it just means like you understand that at any point in time when something is not serving you for your highest good, that you just need to release it, and you know when it's time, that you don't really hold on to things too tightly, that you know what's meant for you will not pass you by, that you hold on to that mantra whether you know it or not, that you don't want to force things, that you feel like if you force things, then, or you hold on to things too tightly, then it's it's just not good. It's not good energy, right? So you just want to like let things flow in and out of your life, and what stays is meant for you. So you let things go with peace, knowing that it'll hang around, it'll be there, it will stay, that, and so I think that people see that you breathe in and breathe out, and you just kind of have this peaceful energy around you, that you don't want to hold on, and you want to cut ties of things that tie you to a destructive story or victimhood, and you want to release, right? You want to release pain so you can move on from any lessons that it offers. You relinquish any need to be right, to be argumentative. You absolve, kind of like the Judgment card, you absolve anything from the past that doesn't allow you to be the best version of yourself. You absolve yourself from guilt, shame, resentments, anything of the past. Like, you just let it go. You're just very much in that energy of letting it go. Alright, so we have, and then like also I want to point out that you got the tree of life. That's as above so below. There's like the light, there's the shadow side, and that there's the interconnectedness of us all, and you know, there's so much to explain about the tree of life, but I see it as like this collective thing that we all are, and how all living things thrive off of one another. And this roots of abundance is just so beautiful, because it just kind of shows that like everything, all energy is, I think that you see, okay, so I know what I'm trying to say. I think that you see how everything interconnects. I think that you have this mind that you're able to really think deeply about things. And people see that you have this intellect and this wisdom that goes like way beyond what they would think. So maybe at first they see you on the surface, but I think once they get to know you or have like a conversation with you, they're like, wow, this person's actually has like a really, they have a depth to them, right? And so that's kind of what I'm picking up here. We also have fluorite and jade, natural beauty and authenticity. So you are just this natural beauty. So if you're feminine, I would say that people might tell you that you look beautiful without makeup. That might be a compliment that you get a lot. That even if you don't have makeup on, you are stunning, okay? So, or that you don't need a lot of makeup, or something along those lines. I'm sure that if you get dolled up, you look gorgeous, but I'm just saying that people will just tell you have this natural beauty about you, or they'll point out a lot of things about you physically that they just adore. Your eyes, your lips, that, you know, your pretty face shape, your gorgeous hair. There's something about you that's just like this natural beauty that doesn't require much enhancement. I think that you're naturally just this authentic person. It's repelling to your body to be anything but who you are. You feel like you can't not be authentic. Like you rebel. Your body will naturally just revolt against not being authentically who you are. That makes you naturally attractive. That makes you lovable. We also have wellness. So I feel like you have this desire within yourself to be healthy, right? And whether that's something that you constantly strive towards every single day and people notice that about you, and you inspire people every single day, like you have an Instagram and you're that kind of person that's just like, yeah, let's do this, and you're like publicly inspiring people, or you're just the kind of person who naturally inclines to wanting to be healthy. Like, you know in your mind, even when you're eating junk food, you know in your mind, oh, this isn't the best for me. You just have this mindset of wanting to be healthy, and wanting, not only that, but wanting to strive to be better. And it's not just about physical health, but it's about mental health, that you constantly are trying to progress to better yourself, and people find that really attractive. We also have water your garden. Yeah, nourishment and body care, tenderness, rest. That's exactly like the wellness, that you know that it's, you need to nourish yourself, that you need to water your own garden, that you need to take care of yourself just as much as it's important to do anything else. And it's possible that other people are trying too hard, or worrying too much, or stressing too much about everything that needs to be done in their own life, that when they see you taking the time for yourself or setting those boundaries, that they're like, that inspires them to do those things. We also have star family. You're part of a team of souls. And we also have karmic relationships, polarity, soul growth. So, like I said, I feel like your wisdom comes from your ancestors. Like, it's like your roots. It's like your soul family, your star family. If you're a star seed, maybe look that up. But I feel like you get downloads, and I feel like it's almost like your team of souls has given you this knowledge that you have. We also have forge, don't follow, pave a new path. I don't know why I can't talk tonight. We have be the leader you wish you had. So forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. So I do feel as though you are very progressive in your mindset. You are authentically you. You are a leader, and you set new ways. I think you may be a trendsetter, and that you may be the one that sets the fashion trends, that sets the lingo, the things that people say, the terminology, like the type of music that people listen to, things like that. There may be something about you that just is a trendsetter, a leader, that once you start doing things that other people follow. I just think it's very hard for you to be anything but who you are, and that's important. It's important to keep doing that because we need people like you in this world. All right, so let's get some tarot for you. Spirit, what makes pile 3 attractive? What makes pile 3 attractive? I also think you have a really big heart, actually, with that servant heart. What makes pile 3 attractive? You are passionate. You are creative. Wow. Okay, so I think you... So I think that you, like with the Knight and the Prince, I think that like people lust after you. Yeah, yeah. I think that people want your body. So with the Knight of Wands, this can mean that you are like action oriented, you're adventurous. So my words really suck tonight, guys. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, so maybe you make other people nervous. Maybe you make people stutter over their words. Maybe that's why I can't talk in this pile, possibly. But I do feel like you do have this energy around you, like this energetic type of, yeah, you're just like magnetic. You're just real cool, and I think people just want your body. We also have High Priestess, which is, remember when I said I think you get downloads from your ancestors? I think that's a lot of confirmation there with that card, with the Divine Priestess, or the High Priestess, because I literally tried to say Divine Priestess, guys. Okay, I really do think that you make people stutter over their words. You make them nervous. The High Priestess is about intuition and higher power, subconscious mind, maybe your connection to the divine, but I think I'm getting a lot of information here about your ancestors. And this is like your soul family, your tribe. So I think that you're really connected to them. They're here to look out for you. They're here to guide you. Alright. We also have Ten of Wands. Man, Ten of Wands has come up in every single reading. So this is about the way that you carry stress, the way that you carry, you know, burdens, like a responsibility, and the things that maybe could feel like hard work, maybe. But I think that there's something admirable about that in the way what you achieve and your successes. In that, coming over the Water Your Garden card, I feel like people see you as maybe, even though there's certain situations where they feel like they would be freaking out or they would be super worried or like super stressed, you're like, it's no big thing. It's totally fine. Yeah, it may be stressful, but it'll be okay. It's gonna be fine. And you may be stressed, but for whatever reason, people see you as like calm, cool, and collected. We also have the Fool, so that's a bit more of that free spirit energy. And maybe you're a bit spontaneous. Maybe you're one to want to go on adventures here with the Knight of Wands and the Fool, and just kind of like start new beginnings and do things kind of out of the ordinary. But yeah, that Knight and the Knight card, it's like the Knight in shining armor. This is the romance. This is the putting on the charm, that kind of thing. So you definitely pile 3. You are. This is a good energy to want to be around. I can see why people would definitely be attracted to you for sure, pile 3. Like, like, I think you're hot, and I don't even know what you look like. Alright, so we have temperance. So there's this balance about you, and I think that you know deep down that there is a purpose to your life, that there is something that you're meant to be doing here on this earth, and that maybe there's someone in your life that is meant to be there, and maybe that you're drawn to connect with in some way, or maybe, you know, you have a calling or something like that that you're supposed to be doing, but there's just something here basically saying, like, purpose. There's a purpose in your life here, and you know, it's basically your task to find it, with the temperance card here. But I do feel like people see you as a very patient person. They see you balanced. They see you just almost like an angel in their life, and they also see you as super intelligent with the Ace of Wands. You have this victory about you, this raw power, breakthrough, mental clarity, and also you're a super stable person as well. Stable and secure, you have a solid foundation, and I think that just really draws them in. But I do have some charms, so I would like to see if there's a couple other messages in here for you. So let's take a look real quick here. Alright, Spirit, what do people find attractive about pile 3? Alright, that you are imaginative, ambitious, and optimistic. We also have Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Cancer. So you could exude those signs. They could be your sun, moon, rising, or somewhere in your chart as well. That you see all sides. You have that perspective, and also you don't keep yourself in a box as well. You are unique. You are so different. You're different than anyone they've ever met. You wear your heart on your sleeve. This is that romantic card. This is that knight in shining armor. Are you a romantic? I feel like you are. I feel like deep down you are. And the people that, you know, maybe are intuitive, they know this. They see this side of you. With the rocking horse, there may be something about like an innocence about you possibly, or like a childlike quality about you that people find attractive, or maybe like the people that come in contact with you are, maybe this is for a specific type of people that come in your life. They like that you are younger than them. I don't really know, but regardless, there's just something here. Or maybe you help the people in their life, because the rocking horses, they kind of rock and they don't really go, it kind of stays in place, kind of like a treadmill. When you're running on it, you're not really going places. But maybe when they come in contact with you, you kind of help them, and you kind of help them feel like they're moving forward in life. We also have, what is this? What is this? Is this a frog? Yeah, so you're definitely wise. I see it's like a frog or like a little toad. You're a frog. And you may actually take away all the like annoying situations out of people's lives. I think, or you help them like see past their burdens, like the 10 of Wands. Okay, you for sure are a romantic. Like this little guy, okay, wait. This is my little Knight of Cups. So, for sure. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, this was my boy charm. So I'm seeing a lot of symbols for boy. I wonder if there's like, this is a very masculine pile for some reason. Alright. We also have flip a coin. So maybe they see you as very lucky in life. And we also have the Eiffel Tower. So my description for the Eiffel Tower is romance, number 1. So there's a lot of romance here. Holy crap. Are you like a freaking Don Juan or some shit? I don't know what is going on, but like, people want your body. Someone wants your body. You're a seducer or something. Alright, so the other definition for this, which I'm not even sure how it's going to relate, but I'll tell you. Basically, the Eiffel Tower was built, I think it was like the 1800s or something, and when it was built, it was complete, everyone viewed it as an eyesore, and they wanted to take it down. But eventually, it wasn't taken down, and it ended up being one of like most like monumental things in history, everyone knows about it, that kind of thing. And so it kind of symbolically views as one of the things that you think are horrible in your life. One of the things that you think are actually an obstacle or an eyesore or something that's actually not working out for you can actually be a blessing in your life. So maybe these people view you as a blessing. So that's kind of how I'm viewing it. But yeah, that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Pile 3, that is what I have for you. And I hope you liked it. If you did, please do let me know in the comments how it resonated. Please like if you did like this video, and subscribe if you are new. And I will see you guys later. Bye. Hi, pile 4. If you picked this pile, you picked this silver feather. And let's get into it. So we have Midas, Miser, we have Lover, we have Queen, and as usual, you guys have the most cards, of course. And we have Child. So, entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold. Great passion and devotion. Radiates the regal feminine, and seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. Alright, so I feel like you have a innocence about you guys. You guys are, I feel like there's this fairy energy. There's this, I like want to protect you guys. I feel like people want to protect you. There's this strength about you that people have seen what you've been through and what you've overcome, but somehow you've remained innocent and humble. And so it's like I want to protect that energy because it's so beautiful. Even though you are so strong and you have this strength, I still want to protect you because you guys are like a little flower. So I feel like with the Midas, a Miser, you guys do have this leadership ability. You all may be your own boss. You guys have this vision and this ability to see, what it is that you want out of life. I feel like you don't do well in settings where you have a boss or you're being micromanaged. You want to be that person that does those things yourself. So you could have your own business or something along those lines, and I feel like you're more conservative, more reserved. You do focus a lot on building your own wealth, and I think that people really respect that about you. You are a lover, not a fighter. If you could choose, like, the whole world would just be at peace at all times. You are passionate, you are devoted, and you just appreciate just love all things, love all people, okay? There's this magic, like, childlike nature and innocence and just this beautiful, like, I just love you guys. You're just so cute and sweet and just adorable. So you still have this childlike wonder and this belief that anything is possible. And even though you've been through so much, it's like somehow, like I said, you still hold on to that. You still hold on to that. Like, oh, I can still do these things. I can still have all these things. And people look at you in awe like, yo, you've been through it. You've been through some things in your life. How do you still have this wonder, this whimsy about you? It's just so beyond me. I don't get it. And you, I think this is a more feminine energy, but only because it's a very creative energy. You guys stay in that creative, but I think there is still a balance of masculine energy, because I still think that even though you are more in the creative side, you do still want to put your ideas into action and make these things happen for you. And let's see what else we've got. Beautiful uncaging, quieting the mind, bearing fruit, and willing release. So the light of the feather, I was getting that here, and I actually had this vision here with the willing release for that one to come out, and it was at the bottom of the deck, so I was like, I gotta pull that for you guys. So like I said, there's definitely more feminine energy here with the bearing fruit. I view this as Empress energy. And is that a beaver in this picture? I don't know what that is. There's like an animal face in here. But anyway, so I am viewing this card as like growth, creative energy. You are birthing new ideas. There's a lot of like potential here. And with the beautiful encaging, I feel like you just want to, you can crack your heart open. You can be vulnerable with people. You have no problem, no trouble expressing how you feel at all. And you have no problem like thinking about what it is that you want, blowing that little flower, whatever those flowers are called. I can't remember. Daffodils, or I don't know, what are those things called? And basically making a wish, right? Just basically saying, this is what I want, universe. Please make it happen for me. And just letting it go. I also think that with willing release, you don't hold grudges. Nope, that's definitely not a daffodil. Y'all help me in the comments. What the heck kind of flower is that? Anyway, you don't hold grudges. You don't. Oh, dandelion. That's what they are. Jeez, I knew it was a D word. Alright. You want to forgive people very easily. You don't want to be that person that holds on to that energy, because you know that it's only going to hurt you in the end. I'm seeing a lot of butterflies. So I feel like there are transformations happening here, and that's what people are seeing with you as well. That makes you very attractive, is that you can still somehow hold on to your humbleness and your innocence despite what you've been through. You are honest. You do hold yourself accountable in all situations and take responsibility for things that are needed. And with the quieting the mind, I see this as like meditation as well as aligning your chakras. So I feel like you're constantly working towards bettering yourself. You're mindful, you're present, you always want to be present. And trying to see if I'm getting anything else. Let's see. Alright, so we have unnecessary worries, releasing the burden of worries by giving them, yeah, so remember when I said willing release? This is more about that release with citrine. You release the burden of worries by giving them to the universe for healing and solutions. So you don't want to hold on to things too tightly. You just want to let it go. You make a wish, you give it to the universe, and you say, here, take it from here, because I don't want to sit here and stress. I don't want to sit here and worry about it. You also have heightened intuition. You have inner knowingness, and you are trustworthy. I think I even said people trust you. We also have life-changing epiphany or experiences, which, like I said, no matter the experiences, no matter the things that you have been through in life, you still hold on to an open heart. You still hold on to loving people and, being here with open arms to those in need, and, just looking at people with loving eyes, because you are a lover. And we also have forgiveness heals. Time to release any repressed anger. It's blocking your health and happiness. So like I said, you don't want to hold grudges. You don't want to be that person that holds on to things, and because you know that it's only going to hurt you, your health, and your happiness. So that very much goes in line with what I was talking about. You just release attachments, you know what I mean? Especially, if it's something that if it wasn't what you expected, or something that wasn't what you wanted, or something along those lines, you understand that if it wasn't meant for you, that's fine. You leave room for serendipity, you leave room for synchronicities, you just say, okay, well, that wasn't the path for me, that's okay, and I just move on. We also have Earthed, learning to be human in the world but not of it. And we also have the Cosmic Heart, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. Okay, actually it's all coming together. This is making so much more sense. Child magical and learning how to be human. Message actually just came in. I think this is your first carnation on Earth. I think this is your first time you're here, guys. For a lot of you, I don't think that you've been here many times before. So if you've ever gotten a past life reading or something like that, and they're like, I don't really know, or I can't really tell you, or like if your past lives have been like starseed stuff, or like a lot of otherworldly things, but not actually like earthly plane past lives, it's all been very spiritual. I think this is because it's your first time here on Earth. That's actually a message that just came through. And I think that's part of the reason why you're so childlike, why you still have that innocence, because you haven't been tainted by like all the BS that the toxic Earth and things like that can do to you. You still have this like fairy-like nature about you, okay? So you're still learning how to be human. You're a spirit. You're still learning how to be human here in the world, okay? And then we also have devotion. You are a very devoted person to the people that are in your life. People are attracted to you about that, because of that. And then we also have make your life a moving prayer and potency. So you're just really authentically you. You just are who you are, and that's it. Let's get some tarot for you. Spirit, what makes pile 4 attractive? The way that you talk, how you communicate. If any of these other piles you were drawn to, pile 4, there's some reoccurring cards here. If you were attracted to like pile 3, I think they had a lot of similar cards in tarot, but doesn't mean you have to go there, only if you were attracted to another pile. Yeah, pile 3 got a lot of these cards. Okay, so this is a lot like the Midas Miser, the 4 of Pentacles. Like, you know how and when and like where and all of that to spend your money. You know like how exactly to make things the most profitable, the wisest way to manifest and make yourself the most abundant. 4 of Pentacles is a very conservative energy. And so I feel like with that, you have that control, you have that stability, and people notice that about you, that they're just kind of like, I want to learn from this person because they've really got their shit together. All right, we also have Knight of Wands, so I think that you're expressive, you're passionate. I think also you're kind of a charmer. People find you very beautiful. They find you, if you're masculine or feminine, they're like, damn. You know, you are very attractive. I will throw that out there. It's not just what makes you attractive, it's just you have a physical appeal for sure. But with the star, I'm viewing this as like that child magical kind of, you just wish upon a star, you know? You just blow out your birthday cake candles and you just make a wish. You just wish on an eyelash. You really sit there and just put all your dreams out there, and you just believe in the magic of the earth and the world. You know, you're probably just one of those people that would get really excited about Christmas and like, or whatever, like, you know, holiday that you celebrate. You get really excited about just like the things that feel like magic, the things that remind you of your childhood. You probably get really excited about, and you know, people are attracted to that because that kind of brings a little bit of magic into their own life. But even though you still have those tendencies, and you're really dreamy and things like that, like with the Seven of Cups, and maybe a bit withdrawn because you're a bit like a dreamer, um, you still have the stability. You still have this ability because you're still learning how to be human. Um, that you understand that this is your human experience and you do need to find a way to be grounded. But yeah, you're a bit of a charmer. I do see that. You have a romantic air about you. There's definitely a romantic quality here. I do want to get some charms for you here. All right, Spirit, what makes pile 4 attractive? All right, well, one already fell out here. Okay, so you are like forbidden fruit. So I think that some people, oh, look it, remember we had the uncaging? And look, we have like a little heart with a lock. How cool is that? And the key. That is so neat. So I feel like that goes really well with that card. So yeah, I feel like you hold the key to a lot of people's hearts. You are very unique and different, and people come across you and they're like, oh, I gotta get to know that person. I have to be near that person. I have to know about them. We also have courageous and ambitious. So that is very much like that Midas card that I was talking to you about. You're just brave, I think, because even though you've been through a lot in your life, you know, it doesn't hold you back. We also have Aries and Capricorns, so that may be important to other signs in your birth chart, possibly. We have this little foot, and it's like a little baby foot. And it reminds me of your innocence, like a little footprint. But I also see this as you leave your print on everyone's heart, or you leave like that print on them, like, you know, even if you walk away, even if you're not a part of their life anymore, they'll always remember you. People may like your scent, your fragrance, the way that you smell. I think they may find that attractive, but I do feel like you're a forbidden fruit to them, and like the apple of their eye. But I feel like a lot of times people feel like they can't have you, so if they're attracted to you romantically, they may think that you're like just too saucy. Oh, we also have the reindeer and the fox. Trying to remember the meanings I had for these guys. Hold on one second. Let me think. I remember, I know that the foxes are really cunning, like really smart, and they get, no matter what they are doing, they get whatever it is that they want, okay? So that could be something that makes you attractive, is that you'll do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that you want in life. That you're pretty, that you observe. There is something here with patience, but I do feel like you could be, I don't know. I feel like you could be some kind of mastermind of some sort. Possibly. But with the deer, I do view this as innocence, right? It's like Bambi. That's kind of how I view it. Being in touch with your inner child and your innocence. That's kind of how I view that one. So even though you're innocent, you're also like really freaking smart. Okay? So like I said, even though you're innocent, you have this strength about you. Kind of like what I was talking about earlier. So anyway, that is what I have for you, Pile 4. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments how it resonated. If you liked the video, please do like it. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!